Okay, we'll go ahead and finish what we started with the file from last time, adding the distort features to create a box from a flat image. And you see here where we left off, we just imported the original image back into this image. We've got the different layers that we created to make the box. We'll want to be sure to name all these layers, and so I'll just go ahead and name some of those layers. This is our, I'm going to call this a cast shadow. You can see over here in my layers that where I'm naming that. Okay, this is our right side, and this is the right shadow, or how about shade? Okay, and this is the front of the box, and this is the front highlight, and this is the top of my box, and this is my top highlight, and this will be the original image. Okay, so putting this together a little differently than we have on some of the other files, we've got we brought the original image at the end of the process, and that's kind of where we ended up here. Okay, I've got my auto select turned on. I've selected the image there. What I want to do is just give it a little bit of a halo, or a way of making it sort of stand out from the background a little bit here. So I've selected the image here, and if I double click right here on the preview, that's just a simple double click. That wasn't with a shortcut key or anything like that. And I'm going to give that a pardon me, a color, an outer glow, if I can find it. There we go, outer glow. Now outer glow defaults to a really thin line here, but if you click on the word outer glow, you'll get some other options here. The yellow is actually not a bad choice. You can change that by clicking right here and picking a new color, but I like that color. It's actually, turns out that it's almost perfect for this particular image. Maybe just a little brighter yellow. Okay, and the screen blending mode works fine. You can mess with that and change it and try other things. I just want to make it a little bigger. And so I'm just going to increase, and maybe if you see now how it's increasing the glow around that image. Okay, just wanted to add a little way of sort of making it stand out a little bit from the background. Since it's kind of flat, kind of sticking right there, I just decided to add that. Okay, finally we'll want to add some type here, and so I'll just switch over here to my type tool. Wait for it to get going here. And I want to give it a nice descriptive caption here. And instead of just saying original and distorted image, I think I'll do it more like in a I don't know, a narrative kind of a way. I'll say turning a flat image into a rectangular cube. And if you want to add a second line, just hit your return. Remember, all we did there was just click. It's a simple, when you got short copy, straight lines, one line, one little bit of paragraph or whatever, I usually just do the click method, and so I add my own return. Let's see, I could maybe add a period there, and then I'll return. Image, let's spell it right. Image distorted using free transform. We used skew. We used scale, I'll get it here in a minute. Scale and distort. Okay. So I've got my type there. I think I'm going to highlight it here. I just highlight it there and give it a new color. Now you can pick color for your type in the same way that you picked color for your background. I'll see if I can find a nice light color here that maybe works. That yellow's a little weak, but I'll go to a little brighter yellow color and OK that. And I'll also give it a little bigger size here. Maybe go up another point size here. And then I'll just move that so it's not crashing into that box there. Okay. Again, you can use the font of your choice, but I suggest that you always try to make sure that your type is secondary to your imagery. So, whatever type font you decide to use here, make sure that it's not like screaming for attention, and that it allows for the images to kind of speak for themselves. Now you can still move this stuff around if you feel like maybe it could be a little better designed. You can do this, maybe crop off the top of it a little bit. Your positioning on the right side is kind of determined by your shadow, so be careful about taking off too much of it. And so I think maybe I'll just leave it like that.